wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow, and the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always think of you and me. Darling, you've got to keep holding on.
Just spent 2 hours editing 2 chapters of my book. I'm going to break, get dressed, and we're gonna plan some social media posts, and then after lunch later today, I'm gonna edit 2 more chapters because the goal is to edit 4 chapters a day. Yay. Alright, so let's talk about how I plan a week's worth of content in really, I like to keep it in like just within an hour. So truthfully, when I sit down to plan content for the week, I will usually do it on a Sunday night. Usually Sunday is the day where I open my Silk and Sonder planner and I will fill out all my to-dos for the week and figure out what days I need to do what. I have like weekly goals over here of what I need to get done, and I fill them out throughout the week, and then I'll plan everything for the week. And then after I plan everything for the week, then I open up my book launch planner, and my book launch planner is where I have my weekly spreads that I use for social media planning. So I personally have 2 Instagrams that I use for my business right now. So I always use the left column for my first Instagram account, Mandi Lynn Writes, and the right column for my second Instagram account, the book launch planner. So I'm able to plan both of them and have space to like brainstorm and stuff like that. So this is last week, and I have it all written out here. I use these little Instagram stickers. You can buy these stickers on thebooklaunchplanner.com. And I use them to just kind of spice it up. I also use the calendar stickers to spice up the weekly spreads and add some washi tape and some decorative elements. Right now, this is what my monthly spread looks like. For the month of April, the theme is little succulents, and then for the month of May, the theme is like bees and honey. But I haven't set up my planner for May yet. But the stickers are available when you subscribe to the Stick Together monthly subscription. So anywho, this is what it looks like last week. You kind of get the idea of what we're aiming for. So I have the icons just to be like it's being posted on Instagram. I personally only plan stuff for Instagram, and then I try to make it so my Instagram stuff will also be posted to Facebook and Twitter. Really don't care about Facebook and Twitter. My main platform is here on YouTube and on Instagram. I already have my days of the week stickers because at the beginning of every month I just go through all the pages and add in the monthly stickers, and then I'll add in the cute little sticker elements. So I'm gonna go through and I'm just gonna add in all the icons because I want to post to each account every day during the week. I don't post on the weekends, that's just me. I like to turn off the business stuff on the weekends, but I am also aware that does sometimes affect business, but I don't really care. This is what I need to do for my mental health. I post twice a day, 5 times a week across 2 different accounts. Okay, so now that we've got all of our Instagram stickers laid down, usually the first thing I will do is I will turn to the previous week and see if there are any posts that I was supposed to make last week but that I didn't make. So I do this all the time where I plan to make a specific post on a specific day, but then something pops up, so I end up not posting that specific something. So, for example, Friday was a very much offline day. I had so much going on Friday that I never got around to making either of my posts for social media. One of them was posting about, on the book launch planner, about how I'm currently renovating the basement, which is like my studio space for the book launch planner. So because of that, all the book launch planner stuff is moved upstairs into one of my spare bedrooms. So I wanted to take a picture of the temporary setup and post about it on Instagram. And basically life was so busy that didn't happen. So I'm going to plan that post for somewhere else within this week. Not only that, I just have like some stuff that I generally know I want to promote. Like for the book launch planner, I'm getting ready to plan the stickers for June. And when I plan the stickers for June, I like to have people vote through the Instagram stories like what they want the theme for the month to be. So that's what I'm gonna post today, which is Monday. So I'm gonna be writing that in very shortly. But I also wanted to know, you might have saw there was like this little orange highlight here. That's this marker right here. So I highlight anything that's an Instagram reel. When reels first became a thing, I tried to do them, and some of them were successful, some of them weren't. But I still try to throw them in at least once a week. And I don't think I'm gonna do an Instagram reel this week. I have to really sit down and actually plan everything out and see if there's space. But I will say that Monday, like I said, I don't normally do this planning on Mondays. I normally do all this planning on Sundays, but Sunday was so busy I didn't get to my weekly planning, I didn't get to my social media planning, so now I'm doing it today on Monday. Because normally I would use this time to film the Instagram reels. So I film everything ahead of time, I take all the pictures ahead of time, but just because everything was so busy yesterday, Sunday, now stuff I was supposed to get done Sunday, I'm doing today, Monday, and that means I'll have less time to film an Instagram reel. So because of that, we might not do a reel this week, but I do like to just say that I like to highlight them so I know to plan for them properly. So with that said, I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna start filling this stuff out. So I have all my posts planned. I did end up planning a reel for Tuesday, and it's just gonna be a quick reel. One cool thing about the Procreate app, which is what I use to design my stickers now, is that as I'm drawing on my iPad, the Procreate app kind of does a recording of how I drew what it is I'm drawing. So I've done this in the past where if I want a really quick reel, I'll put my iPad down and then I take my phone and I show the replay of the drawing process for a particular sticker, and I use that as a Instagram reel, and then I'll also upload it to TikTok. I technically upload it to TikTok first and then upload it to Instagram reel because might as well multi-purpose that content. So you'll probably see me create that TikTok in a little bit. But so from here, the next step is that I open up a page in my Silk & Sonder planner. I am an affiliate for Silk & Sonder. I love them so much. I talk about them a lot. But if you're interested in their planners, it will be linked down below. They're basically like bullet journals that are like half filled out, half not filled out, but they have like habit trackers, and they're mailed to you every single month. So this is the April one. It's pink, it's cute, it's colorful. So this page spread is like the weekly dashboard. So I have my weekly to-dos, my major 3 goals for the week. I have a meal plan that I haven't planned. And then like my little workout tracker and shopping list and all that, habit tracker down here. But this spot is like, it says this week I want to feel blank. And personally, that just doesn't resonate with me. So what I usually do is I cross out this area and just put like photos I need to take. And I list out all the photos I need to take that are based off of the posts I want to create. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure out what photos need to go with these posts, and I'm gonna write them down here. And then once I know exactly what photos I need to take, I can batch take all the photos here and now. Most of those notes probably won't make sense to you, but they make sense to me, and that's all that matters. Alright, so what we're gonna do next is I have my iPad now. So I actually take photos on the camera that I'm currently vlogging with, but I did want to describe the process. So I have also my list of photos that I need to take. As you can see, the orange one is the succulent reel that I also need to create. So what I do is my camera can hook up to Wi-Fi. So what I usually do is I have an app on my phone. It's the Canon Connect, and I'm able to remotely take a photo using my iPad. So I do it where I set up my camera and then I set up the photo however I want to be, especially, you know, when it's taking a photo of me. And then I press the shutter button and it has a 2-second delay. So 2 seconds go by, I pose, it takes the photo, and it comes out wonderful. So that's what I do. I usually go through and I take all the ones of me first. That way, because those are the most annoying. I hate taking photos of myself, but I do it because photos of me tend to perform better on Instagram than anything else. Well, besides UA. Cute photos of UA and Moon perform better than me, let's face it. But because I am my brand, I put photos of myself most often. They perform the best, so I get those out of the way first. Then after I'm done taking all the photos of me, I can turn my iPad app off, and then I just use my camera like a normal camera. The SD card, and it's full of the photos. I have like 5 SD cards because I film multiple videos at once, so I label all of them. This is SD card number 3. This just happens to be the one that I'm using for photos right now. Then I have my little adapter for my iPad, so we're gonna put the SD card in the adapter, plug it into the iPad. Now I take a lot of photos, and I will only use probably less than half of the photos that I take, and some of them are photos that are similar, so I don't want to use them in the same week. So if I have a good photo that I just don't happen to use that week, I put them aside, and I have a folder on Google Drive that I just have labeled like Instagram waiting list. So it's photos that are good quality, but that I just haven't gotten around to using yet, and I will use that waiting list for whenever the week comes by where I just don't have time to sit down and batch take a ton of photos, and I can choose good photos that are just like leftover photos. That way I can still post something and it's still good quality. So I will say I'm not going to go ahead and add filters to all of these photos all at once. I usually, as the day comes in that I need the photo, I'll open up Lightroom, I'll adjust the exposure and all that. I have a preset that I made myself in Lightroom that I use for my accounts, and it just makes it so they all more or less look consistent. So then once I'm done in Lightroom, I export the photo, I upload it to Instagram, and I write the little caption. Now, I'm not one of the people that when I'm planning my posts, I write out all the captions. That's too much time and effort. I just write a general sense of what I'm doing. So today, I'm going to be putting a post about how I'm finishing up edits for Project Road Trip. So I just have a note to myself that I'm gonna make a post about editing Project Road Trip. And when the day comes around, which is today, I will write up the post then, because I find it to be more genuine and better quality when I write it the day of. I used to batch everything where every Friday I would plan out all of my Instagram stuff for the entire next week. And it took up way too much time. So I find just planning the general idea and then taking all your photos ahead of time is more of a time saver than doing absolutely everything ahead of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my little social media posts.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better. I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart, and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe you don't wanna know, but you don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you.
Alright, just spent the last hour answering emails, and now little Yue wanted to go for a walk. So we're gonna go for a walk.
Same way, then don't pretend that everything's okay.
Well, since you can now see the messy background of my office, I figured it'd be a great time to do an outro. So, as I speak to you, it is 3:30. I've spent way too much time answering emails and doing annoying tech stuff. I still have to edit this video. Like, you may think that I filmed this very much in advance, but basically I sat down on Friday and realized I had no video to go up Tuesday, and I was like, should I just not put up a video? And I contemplated it, and I am still contemplating it, because I don't think you guys know how many hours of work goes into editing a YouTube video. Just the editing. But I was like, you know what? No, let's do it. I've been saying I'll do a video on how I plan all my social media content, so I was like, I'm doing it anyways today, so might as well film it. So that's what I did. So now I'm kind of almost through my entire to-do list for today. However, I only edited 2 chapters of my book today, and I wanted to edit 4. And it's probably not going to happen because tonight is also date night, so I have to finish up early to make dinner and then just chill out the rest of the day watching Marvel movies. However, I have to have all my book edited by Friday, and I also decided today to completely rewrite one of the chapters before I send it to beta readers and my editors, so that's where I'm at right now. But basically, once this video is up, I am going to concentrate like literally all the rest of the days this week on editing this book. I have a few, like literally 2 cover clients that I plan to work with throughout this week, but besides that, all efforts towards editing this book and getting it done. And I'm a little impressed with myself about how well it's going. I definitely am really great at putting it off, but I genuinely am somewhat enjoying the process. I still don't like it because it's editing. But like, I don't know. Something about this book is just making me enjoy it. But I just finished sending up my newsletter for this month, and I'll admit I threw it together really quickly. But if you are a newsletter subscriber, then you know that there are applications that went out for becoming a beta reader for Project Road Trip, and you would have only known that if you were a newsletter subscriber. So if you missed out, I apologize, because now there's no way for you to get that application, and sorry, not sorry. But definitely subscribe to my newsletter if you haven't already, because I might do another round of betas. I haven't really decided yet. But that's why you should always be subscribed to my newsletters and read all of my newsletters, because sometimes you get to be beta readers. So anywho, I'm gonna end the vlog here because I have to edit this video and get it up so you guys can watch it tomorrow. And then if I have time, which I probably won't, I'll continue editing. But again, probably won't. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe.